We greet our friends everywhere with Chapter 16 of Ninepence in Her Pocket, the story of Gladys Aylward. This is another in the series, Stories of Great Christians, and comes to you from the radio studios of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago. From the beginning of time, the Chinese have considered their country to be the center of the world. The nations surrounding them were populated by inferior barbarians, and China was the focal point of the universe, the middle country, China. But the more Gladys Aylward penetrated Chinese life and thought, the more she experienced life as a Chinese, the more she realized the great burden of poverty, starvation, and wretchedness that the people carried. There was no medical care for the peasants, no serious law enforcement, no protection from bandits, disease, starvation. The prison system was inhuman, and there was a philosophical indifference to the value of human life. The more Chinese Gladys became, the less she could tolerate the evils that drained China of her greatness. Even children were bought and sold, or abandoned.
Young, it's not going to do a bit of good. You being cross is not going to make me dump this child.
You bought this female child? You pay money for her from child dealer?
Look here, I want her to fix her some supper. Or move out of the way and let me get her something. She's almost dead. Now, Young, what are you going to do?
Your unworthy servant. I do as you say, I fix.
I explained to you that the child is sick. That horrible woman that was trying to sell her would have let her die, Young. I just couldn't leave her.
You know nothing of child.
I know she's wretched. She's starving. She needs someone to look out for her.
China, very poor. Many child. Too many to care for. Every day many die. From ancient time it be so. Now you come to China, you change this.
No, I can't do anything about all the beggar children in China. The orphans, the exploited. But I can do something about this one.
She bring you much trouble.
That has nothing to do with it.
Here is bowl. We must get clothes for her.
Oh, Young, you will help me with her.
You, her mother? I, only mother's servant.
That's all right, Young. Ninepence is going to need a grandfather.
You bring me news of your child as if I were her grandfather. I was not pleased that you took this child, and still you bring me news of her.
But she is one of your subjects, Mandarin. I know you're pleased that your subjects prosper.
I am pleased.
I would think she's about 5 years old, wouldn't you think, Mandarin?
It is possible.
Oh, it's wonderful to see her growing strong and laughing. There needs to be more laughter in China.
You send missionaries into our land, which is a much older civilization than yours. Yet you see us as a nation of barbarians and heathens, do you not?
Not entirely. No, I don't think that way.
China has produced great art and philosophy. Our poets were singing when Britain was still a rocky outpost of the world. Yet you come to teach us a new faith.
Outside your palace garden, Mandarin, the peasants starve in the fields. The children are naked and sick. Misery is everywhere.
It has always been this way in China. It is the will of the God.
Not the will of my God. He will bring China hope and happiness.
But not food, not clothes. Aylward, I do not think you will make a ripple on China's consciousness greater than the ripple a gnat makes when he touches the ocean's surface.
The Son of God was born 2,000 years ago. Who would have thought because of that ripple he created, I would be here thousands of miles away from my own land?
You have learned the intricacies of my language very well, Aylward.
I think I understand it. speak it better than my own language because I belong here.
Many Chinese believe in Christianity because you are not like the other missionaries here. You live like a Chinese. You dress like a Chinese. And by your voice, one cannot tell you are not born in Shanxi province.
Mandarin, would you help me to become a Chinese citizen?
You are already a great figure in our province.
Oh, no, Mandarin, it's not that I would...
You tend the sick. You help at childbirth. You minister to our criminals in the prisons. Now you have one of our children to mother. You are welcome in every lonely village, in every mountain fold. Why do you wish to become a citizen?
To be a foreign devil is a barrier still. But if I could be a Chinese foreigner, the people would understand that China is also my country.
These are troubled times. The Japanese attack the borders of China unremittingly. If a war should come, you might lose a great deal by losing your English citizenship.
What happens to China happens to me. Please, Mandarin, help me to become a Chinese.
It will be my honor. It shall be as you wish.
I'm on the balcony. What is it, Ninepence?
Is the food ready?
Oh, no. See Young. He'll tell you.
Is it a nice meal?
Of course. Isn't it always nice?
Yes.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Then play for a while. I'll call you when it's ready.
Wait, Mother. I'm coming up to talk to you.
Oh, you're out of breath.
Mother, if I was willing to eat a little less of our meal, would you be willing to eat a little less also?
Yes.
If we put your less in a bowl and my less with it, we'd have enough for one more person, would we not?
Ninepence, what are you up to?
Do you know there's a little boy outside our gate who hasn't even got anything in his bowl? Can he come in?
Ninepence, if you're willing to go without, I am too. We'll give it to this boy. Go, bring him in.
Oh, Mother!
2 children.
Young, you heard?
He is beggar boy. Might be 8-year-old. Many time I see him.
Why didn't you tell me about him?
Soft grass follow every breeze.
Oh, Young, what difference can just one more child make?
Little less in each bowl. 9 pence, only 5, but she knew that.
Here he is, Mother. This is my mother. This is Young.
Foreign devil.
Come here, son.
I fear you.
You aren't from Yangcheng. How did you come to be here?
Bandits raided my village.
Which village?
Hope. They killed all the men. Every man. My father.
Sit with me. There, that's better. Now go on.
They took the mothers and the grandmothers with them. My mother had great happiness in her. A sister or brother for me. The bandits made the mothers walk far. My mother had pain. She could not walk. The bandits left her and me in a ditch. My mother was very hurt. I stayed in the mountains. Sometimes muleteers gave me food, but it is so cold. She cried a long time, and then she stopped.
We give you good food now.
Yes, we're going to have supper soon. Would you like to stay with us?
You will let me stay? Eat what is yours?
Yes, I would like you to be my son. This is my daughter. She will be your sister.
I will eat every day here.
Oh, yes. But first you must get washed, and we will find you some clothes. Come with me, son. Ninepence, do try at least kill the lice on your clothes. You won't get them clean just floating them on the river.
All right, Mother.
And tell your brother to do a good job, too. He's the oldest. He ought to do better than the two of us.
The water is cold.
We'll get warm at the inn soon enough. Oh, and think how good it will be to have clean clothes after such a long winter.
Look, Mother, what we found. A little boy.
He is all alone.
Children, why, that baby can hardly walk. He's not alone. His mother must be nearby.
No. I have looked up and down the river. He is alone, and he is very hungry. He keeps saying, I want to eat.
Now, come with me, children. We'll find his mother. Hello, little man. Where's your mother?
I want to eat.
Come on, Ninepence. Les, we're going to find his mother.
Can we take him home with us?
Of course not. Do you want me to get arrested for child stealing?
But he is all alone.
We found a child. We found a child. A little boy is found.
Woman! We found your child! Woman!
Hello! Is anyone around? We have a child. Well, we're going to walk up and down this river and take the main road back to the inn. I'm sure the child has just strayed from his mother.
If we don't find her, what will we do?
Well, I suppose he'll have to sleep at the inn just for tonight. Here, little fellow, let me carry you. Oh, you're not heavy at all.
I want to eat.
We'll give you a nice supper in a few minutes, if we don't find your mother. All right, children, bring the baskets of clothes and let's start back to the inn. The muleteers will be arriving soon. And if we don't find where you belong, the Mandarin will.
Welcome, Aylward.
Mandarin, are you well?
Yes, I am well. You are well?
Yes, I am well. Have you eaten your food?
Yes, I have eaten my food. Have you eaten your food?
Thank you, yes. Are all your old relations well?
Yes, all my old ones are well. I sent for you to give you this.
My citizenship papers.
Yes. When you sign these papers, you are officially Aylward, the virtuous one, a citizen of China.
Thank you, Mandarin.
Now you are truly my subject, a Chinese. It is my honor.
God has done great things for me. This is one of them. And I thank you for your help. I thought you'd call me to say the parents of our little lost Bao Bao had been found.
I posted notices and sent men to look. The child is not claimed.
Then what is to be done with him?
You found him at the river?
Yes. My third child we found at the river. I think we have named him well. Precious Bundle.
You have named him well, Aylward.
You've heard Chapter 16 of Ninepence in Her Pocket, the story of Gladys Aylward. This is another in the series Stories of Great Christians and comes to you from the radio studios of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.